You know what? I think I gotta play something from some kind of audio. Fuck.
The Dankstandy said hello, my friend.
Hello.
Scottish Mike said hello, grumpy ass.
I'm not grumpy. I'm pissed off and
Drunk
mad
and
about
busy said heading home or to work.
I'm going home.
Drunk and dizzy said lol Mike. DEVC tones said happy almost over everyone.
Yeah, I wonder if I should do a New Year's countdown stream. Countdown to destruction.
Scottish Mike said I know I just like to laugh. Carter Algia VQWN said what are you doing? Scottish Mike said Bree hello. DEDC tones said good to see you all.
I'm
The
going
Dank's
home.
Candy said that sounds good, but I probably one TV present big event at work, and when I am done I'll probably come home and drink.
Because you're drunk. Or you'll be drunk because you drank. Drink.
Drunk and dizzy said hello, Mike, Bree and Tendy. Drunk and dizzy said hope you all enjoyed the holidays. Cesar Vasquez said I am, and Steve Harlingen. The Dankstandy said I used to be a drunk LMAO, not anymore though, been behaving myself except on occasions.
Huh.
Bathika Ray ZFP said OMFGAWDU sneaky.
You know what the difference between a drunk and an alcoholic is? An alcoholics go to meetings.
DEBC tones said I never drink other than the times I do. Cesar Vasquez said if you say the N world is, we'll donate. The Dankstandy said so funny I forgot to laugh.
No, you didn't. You laughed. Don't lie.
Cesar Vasquez said do you want?
Nope.
Jaden OM said where are you heading to? Drunk and dizzy
Home,
said oh no,
James.
not the 67ers.
I don't understand what the point in getting out on the interstate. There's no traffic around. You're going to ride my ass. Why don't you just go around if you don't like it?
Cesar Vasquez said say 67. Jaden OM said you.
I'm not going to say it. You said it. I don't understand why you like that crap so much.
Layla Lloyd GRR said wow, it is so pretty. JHHIE said hi. Cesar Vasquez
Hello.
said 676767. Larry Fox Glove said you are doing an amazing job today, sir. Jaden OM said what is your favorite football team?
Manchester United. I don't know, kind of like the All Blacks too.
Scottish Mike said, how was your week? JHHIE said, it has been a while. Robo, how have you been, and happy early new year. How was our Christmas?
Christmas was boring, but I got through it. This week has been rough, man. The weather's been terrible. I don't know if
Jaden OM said
I don't know if you've seen the weather and whatnot, but I spent the whole week up in New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Pretty much that's it. I mean, I finally left Pennsylvania today to come back down here so I could go home, but
JHHIE said, it was degrees for Christmas for me.
it's just been miserable. Start out in the week, ice storms and whatnot. Then it's just colder than hell outside, and apparently they had a bomb cyclone, whatever the hell that means, come through, and the wind was just god awful, man. Like, it's blowing the truck all over the place. It just makes it miserable outside. I'm hoping that winter will just set in, and obviously there's going to be snowstorms and things of that nature, but I mean, it doesn't have to be every single freaking day. I'd say Saturday night was pretty nice. It was like 12 degrees outside, but it was really still. There wasn't a whole lot of wind or anything like that. The skies were real clear. It'd be a really nice night to be outside, but the rest of the time I'm miserable. Chat not working? You guys all just went quiet all of a sudden. Whatever. Don't talk to me. Ingrates.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea said, good morning, Scottish Mike.
Good morning.
Said, I was listening to you. The Dankstendy said, just worked on a video game character in Unity.
Really?
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea said, how are you, Rob?
I'm alright. How are you doing?
DEBC Tones said, maybe it's working, but we were listening to you like Mike just said. The Dankstendy said, yes, I meant working, no worked. Scottish Mike said, missed you, breathe. DEBC Tones said, missed you too, Mike. Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea said, better now that the holiday is over and my house is cleaned up.
Well, since your house is cleaned up, you can come clean my house.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea said, you never be recover, I move things. Jaden OM said, yo, are you gonna be live streaming tomorrow?
I think I will.
Bathikaray ZFP. Said Robo less scarce in.
Maybe I'll do a donation drive. If I get enough money, I'll run naked through the neighborhood with a sparkler in my butt cheeks.
Jaden OM. Said what time though?
I don't know. I got a lot to do tomorrow. Probably be kind of late. I might as well just do the New Year's thing.
The Dankstendy. Said hell yay, now you're talking the juggalo language. Scottish Mike. Said I will pass. Bathikaray ZFP. Said a flare up in there. Rihona. Said that will be so pretty raw. Jaden OM. Said K.
Forgot about the juggalos. She gets bagos and netting hose, whatever that is. I know what Fago is, but the other I don't.
Bathikaray ZFP. Said purple flare up in there. Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said where are you going la la la. Jaden OM. Said good night Rob.
Good night. I'm going home. I just decided to drive through Richmond instead of going the way I normally go. I just don't want to deal with red lights at night, red lights and deer and everything else that you got to deal with on the back roads. It's longer to go this way, but it takes about the same time, really.
Bathikaray ZFP. Said they got big ass bottle rockets too. Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said hi Scotty Bree.
I'm going to try to build a kid rocket. If you ever seen that video, you know what I'm talking about.
Rihona. Said a big ass bottle rocket up the butt would make for a hot ass for sure. The Dankstendy. Said launch some bottles rockets out your butthole. Rihona. Said howdy Georgia. Scottish Mike. Said morning Georgia.
No, my days of doing stuff like that are long, long over. Well, actually, it never began, but I know some people who did do stuff like that. I think they did that on Jackass, didn't they?
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said I missed y'all.
We used to shoot bottle rockets at each other out of pipes. We used to have, like, you know, these plumbing pipes and whatnot. We'd stick the bottle rocket in there and shoot, try to shoot each other with them.
Said I don't need a bottle rocket, just carbonated water.
Some Mentos.
Rihona. Said missed everyone, and this is unusual for me to be awake this late on a school night.
Well, there's no school tomorrow. Somebody put rat poison in the teacher's coffee.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said lol yep watch my dad do that. Brihona. Said that's why I am awake.
Ah, man, I remember when I was a kid waiting for snow days, man. I used to get so frustrated.
Bathike Ray ZFP. Said I too have missed this stuff, my shame is mild and easily quashed.
I used to get so frustrated because I lived in a county in Georgia called Clayton County, which is just south of Atlanta. But there's a town up in North Georgia called Clayton. And we would always sit there listening to WSB in the mornings,
Jury
waiting.
game bites. Said suck.
What's up? We used to watch the news in the morning on WSB, waiting for the school closures and whatnot. Clayton, Georgia was always on that list because they would always get freaking snow. But but it would drive us nuts because we had to listen to that. It ain't the county, it's the town. Snow days were the best, man. Sit at home in the morning, watch Price is Right. About the time soap operas came on, you go outside and try to throw snowballs. Go slide down the hills and trash can lids. Garbage boxes and stuff. Then the next day the snow will be all gone. We go back to school. God damn, dude.
Brihona. Said and slide down in dishpans. Justice is his. Said all hail the Austrian painter. Bathike Ray ZFP. Said Hazard County yeehaw why all come back now WHOA.
Don't make fun of me. It's not my fault you had to be born up north. Blame that on the sins of your parents.
Fidel real the deal real. Said hells yeah get it bro. Apperson. Said what do you call a fake noodle?
Don't know.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said yep I love eating up there, Rusty Bike is awesome. Apperson. Said a fake noodle is called an impasta. Bathike Ray ZFP. Said Uncle Jesse.
Uncle Jesse. More like Cletus Snow.
Scottish Mike. Said lol. Apperson. Said did you get the fake noodle joke? Georgia
No,
Garden
man.
Girls Homes Tea. Said nod my boys they re-out early I hate the wet clothes.
No, I don't understand that at all. That's way above my pay grade. Impasta.
Apperson. Said like imposter but pasta. Scottish Mike. Said done any new songs, Robo?
I mean, I get it. Not in the last couple of weeks. The last thing I did was that one song that I don't know. Well, I put it up on my channel, but I don't know if I want to play it here.
The Del Real the Deal Real. Said lol.
I don't want to start a discussion about what the subject of that song is about.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said I love these mountains. Bath I Ray ZFP. Said firmly believe Daisy Dukes was not inbred, oh my effing god.
Why would she be inbred?
Apperson. Said just learned Jackson Brown's son passed away last month.
Okay. I'm sure there's a lot of people.
Esther Van Horn. Said hello, Robo.
Hello. There's probably a lot of people in that, that are connected to famous
people. Said what makes you think she was Georgia? John E.D. Said what s up, Robo, I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm just going home from work.
Apperson. Said when does the sun come up there today?
About that time when the earth rotates around far enough for it to show.
Bath I Ray ZFP. Said ongoing meme about remote living folks. Scottish Mike. Said I'm here. Apperson. Said any plans for the new year, friend?
Yeah. Go to work. Make money. Go home. Go to work. Make money. Go home. Go to work. Make money. Go home. And then after that, go to work. Make money. Go home. You'll never guess what I'm gonna do after that.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said where are you, Rob, and where are you going to? Apperson. Said seen any good movies lately? Bath I Ray ZFP.
Yeah.
Said Robo, would you company drive ever again?
I mean, that's what I'm doing now. I'm a company driver. I quit my other job and went somewhere else. I got benefits and steady schedule.
Roger Ramjet CZXD. Said well, any advice for a new year and the repeat of the same old shit? Caretaker. Said liked and subbed because the highway was my home years.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I'm happy with what I'm doing now. It's a little frustrating from time to time, but I don't mind it. The job's easy.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said she wasn't timbered. Bath I Ray ZFP. Said congratulations, Robo.
Thank you. Got my letter from my hazmat too, so next week I'll probably go take the test to get the hazmat done so I can get that monkey off my back, because I gotta have that done.
Said I was a motor operator for years.
Yeah, me too. I got sick and tired of that nonsense.
Scottish
Man.
Mike. Said that as cool. Apperson. Said seems nice, at least you're outdoors.
That's the last thing I was doing was that. And the worst mistake I ever made in my life was being an owner operator. I did that for 11 years and never again, man. It's just too up and down. I'm sick of it.
Said very happy you have all these things going for you now, Rob.
Yeah, got 52 weeks of work to look forward to. Hey. Another 20 years, I'll retire.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said Patty, I am one of those remote living persons, so are my neighbors. Caretaker. Said my home was Freightliner, some parking lot in some truck stop somewhere USA.
Pretty much the same for me, man.
Said I'm told paying maintenance fuel is a nightmare. Tommy QM said where we heading?
I'm heading home. I just got done with my week. Going home. I mean, you know, there's some challenges what I do now. I got a slip seat and all that, and freaking, you know, I got to drive an hour and a half to get home, but I only got to do that once a week. I go out 5 days, come back, and, you know, we get 2 days off. And I'm making good money.
Safe driver.
Thanks. I'm making good money overall.
Said hi, Frank. Bath Ikaray ZFP. Said economy of scale wins again. Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said Roger, are you a Ramsey? Caretaker. Said Happy New Year.
Happy? Look, it's Philip Morris.
Frank Barber UK Co. Said hello everyone in chat.
Hello. Frank.
Scottish Mike. Said hello Frank. Apperson. Said Frank seems friendly. Frank Barber UK Co. Said just got in here, where are we headed? Tracy Baker.
Going
said
home.
You in Richmond?
Just about. Yeah, I think technically I'm in Richmond now.
Bath Ikaray ZFP. Said large-scale aviation, huge supply maintenance problems spooling up lane.
Okay.
Right the
got
way.
hurt.
Said I love telling dad jokes, sometimes he even laughs. Apperson. Said good one ride. Brihona. Said laughs a tiny bit. Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said hi Frank.
Man, dude. Your freaking headlights are about annoying. That's the one thing I don't like about this truck, because it sits pretty low to the ground, like a car.
Bath Ikaray ZFP.
Ugh.
Said point being yet another excuse to drive up costs off full. Scottish Mike. Said any news on live streaming from the truck?
Yeah, I can do it. I had all my stuff in the truck to do it over the weekend, but I just didn't because of all the weather, man. I'm telling you, this is a stressful week this week. I'm glad to be going home. Had kind of a hell week. I don't know why. I mean, I work here in Virginia, but for some reason, first thing that happens when I go to work, they ship me off to another location up north.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said Happy New Year everyone.
And unfortunately, it was just a rough week. That's all.
Scottish Mike. Said looking forward to it. Apperson. Said why was this week so stressful?
Just the weather. Just really, really bad weather. The last few days, the wind was really bad. And if you've ever driven a truck, you understand wind is one of those things. It blows you all over the road. It just sucks. You can't, because you can't see it, you know, it'll hit you like these gusts. They hit you like it almost feels like somebody pushing you. And you know, you don't see it coming, so it just happens. I don't know, it just makes it real stressful. So that's why most truck drivers don't like driving through Wyoming. Wyoming's like that all the time. But
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said you in Virginia my old Navy stomping grounds when here was MPH. John Doe QFBJ. Said was here in Idaho dozers were freezing up. Apperson. Said that Dawson tea sound good.
nah, it's not fun. Yeah, I'm in Virginia. This is Richmond though.
Greenhouse BMX. Said I hope your hemorrhoids are feeling better today, little buddy.
Yeah, man. After you put that mint in your mouth and lick them and whatnot, they feel really nice. Fresh.
EFP. Said Robo best guess actual huge ass long blizzard food runs critical low martial law results.
What? Could you put a period in that? I have no idea what you just said.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said Frankie S. heading back to GA.
No, I'm going to Newport News. If you're asking how long it would be before chaos ensues under, you know, with you know, a supply chain cut,
yeah, bad weather.
about 3 days.
Scottish Mike. Said BRB. Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said I was there too, built-in weapons there. Bathike Ray ZFP. Said holy shit, then it will happen.
Why?
Empathic veteran. Said Dante you hate when you have to readjust your balls. THTHIGUI. Said hello Robo.
Hello.
THTHIGUI. Said I was watching Ken S stream and saw you were live, had to pop in.
I appreciate that. Tell Ken I said hello. Tell him to do a barrel roll.
Rihona. Said I know I hate to adjust my balls. Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said riding the waves I miss my dad. Bathike Ray ZFP. Said when Yellowstone pops off.
Okay. You couldn't just put your foot on the gas pedal?
THTHIGUI. Said told him you said hi. Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said Scott. Apperson. Said have a blessed day Robo and a great new year, keep your chin up road runner. Bathike Ray ZFP. Said in the Twilight Zone. Empathic veteran. Said I went crop dusting at the grocery store today in the cheese aisle. DXLG Day Rich. Said cop behind you. Rihona. Said or when you pop off a yellow snowball.
No cop behind me. Freaking truck. Some freaking Sid who. even if there was a cop behind me, I'm not speeding. Unlike you clowns, I know how to drive.
Georgia Garden Girls Homes Tea. Said yuck this body jokes. Empathic veteran. Said here as to women with huge jugs. Long Larry. Said hello there buddy. Bathika Ray ZFP. Said personally unable to crop dust by choice sucks.
Huge jugs. Jugs of what? Milk? Or lemonade? Tea?
Brihona. Said jugs of moonshine.
I like to go swimming with bow-legged women and swim between their legs. Swim between their legs.
Empathic veteran. Said huge breasts. Long Larry. Said Robo at S long haul Larry how S things been. DXLG
Alright,
Rich.
till you got here.
Said face green smiling 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 face green smiling. Brihona. Said wow Breestisis. Scottish Mike. Said lol Robo. DXLGJ Rich. Said face green smiling face green smiling face.
Yeah, that was one face green smiling and over the edge of gay. You're gay. We all know it. You didn't have to advertise it like that.
Gangog. Said hi Robo.
Hello.
Empathic veteran. Said imagine getting a proctology exam and you have Tourette's.
Imagine the proctologist has a Parkinson's.
Scottish Mike. Said Bree will kick your ass. Brihona. Said he had to get off the truck and throw up. Bathika Ray ZFP. Said a flaw in the matrix. Long Larry. Said stay home.
I tried that crap during COVID. It didn't work.
Empathic veteran. Said that S funny. Skate Masterman. Said I've been wondering about getting into driving as a career. Work from home hurts me.
Work from home hurts you? Shit, man, you got it made if you're working from home. Although there's a JC Penney over there. You don't see too many of those anymore.
Brihona. Said I would go into driving if I could do that from home.
Yeah, me too.
MINTLYDAY. Said Mint. John ED. Said imagine if you have Tourette's getting a proctologist that wouldn't he be too funny for the proctologist. THTHIGUI. Said Robo did you hear about this super flu going around? MINTLYDAY. Said Mint bye. Skate Masterman.
Bye.
Said an hour versus your pay though. Sven Nap. Said oh man did not see that you were live my friend good morning everyone.
Good morning.
THTHIGUI. Said what S up Sven.
I'll be live for a while. I still got 60 miles
Scottish
to
Mike.
go.
Said morning Sven.
Matter of fact, I got 67 miles to go. There you go. Y'all happy now?
Said I had a job as a security guard in a cemetery. I quit after something growled at me in the dark. Brihona. Said hi Sven dear poop shark.
That's probably your
Skate
stomach.
Masterman. Said you get paid per mile.
I get paid all kinds of different ways. The company I'm with now, there's a bunch of different ways to get paid. Drops and hooks, showing up, leaving,
Tracy Baker.
waiting.
Said are you going to Williamsburg?
I'm going to Newport News. That's where I live.
Skate Masterman. Said that sounds cool. Each part of work pays you.
Yeah, not very many jobs are like that though. As a matter of fact, I have one of those 1%er trucking jobs now, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm happy about the way it pays. Because believe me, I spent 25 years getting screwed over.
THTHIGUI. Said I am having a good mocha and a cigarette. Sven Nap. Said IDK I prefer to get paid via direct bank transfer. Bathike ZFP. Said have had ye all modern full knockout but inflation exam they put you out thoroughly bra percent. Skate Masterman. Said that sounds cool, sounds like you work for this. THTHIGUI. Said how is hazmat training going by the way?
I need training. I just had to do the fingerprints and all that stuff, so now I've got all that done. Just gotta go take the test at the DMV and just have it put on my license. I'll take a few practice tests just to make sure I don't miss anything, because I don't want to waste my time. But I've had hazmat before. I just dropped it when they started requiring the fingerprinting and all that a long time ago, because none of the companies I was ever driving for ever required it, so it was just redundant. I didn't want to pay for it.
Said that S good man, good to hear.
Yeah, it is good. Because I was stressing about that, because I got to get it done by the 18th of January, so I don't have a ton of time, but I'm planning on next week on my days off going to getting that done. I would do it now, but DMV ain't gonna be open Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve or New Year's.
Said does having a good alignment help with the multitasking truck drivers deal with? Also, what is your current beverage?
I have two. I have coffee and Diet Pepsi. It's pretty much what I always have. As far as the alignment, I mean, if the truck's pulling one way or the other, I mean, you get used to it. You end up, you'll adjust. Rather it not be a pulling though. It's annoying.
Skate Masterman. Said Diet Pepsi is an interesting choice. Why that over Coca-Cola? Bathike ZFP. Said what is modern physical exam like? Used to have squat lift test.
No. Depends on where you go. But typically most DOT physical.
Said yeah, I mean if the steers are just a little out to the right, just hold the wheel to the left.
Yeah. It depending on where, most DOT physicals, it's just a basic vital check and whatnot, and then you'll talk to the doctor and they'll squeeze your nuts and make you walk like a duck or something like that. It's not very involved.
Skate Masterman. Said also it is that simple. THTHIGUI. Said law.
I've had physicals before where they had things set up to where they want you to climb up on stuff and things of that nature, like so like simulated the back of a trailer. They want you to climb up on it and then get down off of it and all that. But that was JB Hunt's nonsense. I've never been to another doctor that did that kind of stuff. Now sometimes, depending on where you go, they might start barking about sleep apnea. There are some doctors out there who just, that's all that's on their mind. They think everybody's got sleep apnea and everybody should go get tested for it.
Bathike ZFP. Said aviation EKG blood work.
I've been able to dodge that all these years, but because the thing is, once you get labeled with that.
Said sleep apnea is real. I have that.
Even if you do, I'm not saying it's not real. It's just that there's some doctors out there who think that everybody has it, and I know it's real, but I don't believe in there's no science to back it up that sleep apnea is a cause of fatigue driving, or fatigue related crashes and whatnot. I don't believe that. But even if it is, the problem is that should be between you and your doctor, not you and your doctor and the government. And if you get on, if the DOT
THIGUI said no for them to prove it, you'd have to do a sleep study.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Some doctors make you do a sleep study, and the thing is, if the DOT gets the idea, if you get listed as having sleep apnea by them.
THIGUI Said so yeah, it makes no sense. They say that causes wrecks.
If you get labeled with sleep apnea by the DOT, then you have to use a
Israel
CPAP
Garcia
machine
said put some respect on my Dallas Cowboys.
and record your usage, and you have to have, I think, 70% compliance with the usage of the machine and all that.
Hope that's lifting. Said I man, drive safe and God bless you and have a happy new year. Hope you're able to get some time to yourself for New Year's.
Yeah, I'm going home now. I'll be home the next 2 days. But anyway, so
Israel Garcia said put some respect on my Dallas Cowboys.
I really don't give a shit about your Dallas Cowboys. And so anyway, you got to have the compliance usage, and you have to upload the data to the DOT and all that stuff. And it's just
said law.
It's just the government getting involved in your personal life and whatnot, and it's, you know, to me, it's not something they should be involved in.
Israel Garcia said you should give a crap about my Dallas Cowboys.
I really don't. Sorry, man. Why should I care about the Dallas Cowboys? And why are they your Dallas Cowboys? I thought Jerry, somebody knows.
Said I just finished building a car using a motor from a washing machine. I am going to take it for a spin later.
Yeah, cool.
Skate Masterman said, do you feel like miles traveled age? My dad always said every mile is a minute off your life, and then the month he retired he was disnosed and dead. Bathikure ZFP said those electronic rings they have now frightening. Peak Super said hey tough guy. Israel Garcia said you're gonna have to put some respect on my Dallas Cowboys.
That's Jerry Jones on the Cowboys.
Said if they are yours you must be pretty rich and maybe famous.
Yeah, it must be.
Peak Super said they're cute.
Okay. I don't know why this fool slowed down.
Israel Garcia said how about them Houston Texans? Nova Killer said be safe out there.
Thank you.
THTHIGUI said where you at Rob?
New Kent, Taylorsville.
Israel Garcia said my pug is a licensed barber.
Cool. I need a haircut.
Bullet Neck said blah bitty blah blibbity blah blibbity Dallas cow blah blahs. Apperson said what sound does a witch-ass car make? Broom broom.
That was stupid. Fail.
Israel Garcia said what kind of haircut do you get? Gold silver said pink dog rockets.
Nasty, man. That's disgusting. You need to go home and rethink your life.
THTHIGUI said Central Transportation Mackin lots of appearances tonight.
That's the same one.
Said prefer rugby cheap violent weird recommended. THTHIGUI said Ken had one pass him up.
No. Well, that's the same one that passed me earlier.
Said sorry bro.
I mean, you don't want so many death sticks.
Said Houston, Texas has an active serial killing.
I probably got several of them.
Nova Killer said killer. Salim Ibrahim SQ said yo. Bullet Neck said he went home and rethought his life. It's all AI fault now. Cesar Vasquez said whoa.
Well, I mean, how many people do you need to kill to be a serial killer? Seems to me like 2 is enough. There are plenty of people in the ghetto.
Said I don't about any football team unless I am betting on them. Lego like a horse race. I want some money off of a football team. I could care less. I word. Said that S cool. You're a genius. Apperson said years ago everyone had a horse and only the rich had cars. Nowadays everyone has a car and only the rich have horses. Oh, how the stables have turned.
That's not true, man. That's actually not true. Back in the old days.
Bathikure ZFP said honorable mention Texas Tech football street time ever. Cesar Vasquez said imagine getting dollars. That's crazy.
We've always been separated by who can afford to have horses and who can't. Horses that were owned by normal people back then, they were work horses. They weren't riding horses. They weren't people out just, strolling along on their horse. I mean, people did ride them from time to time, but that's not what they were used or kept for. Classes have always been separated that way. But I get your
Nova
joke.
Killer. Said horses should be automatic when buying land.
Goats ought to be automatic. Goats are a lot more useful when you own land than horses are. Horses are a luxury.
Sven Knapp. Said also the word horses were a tax write-off. Axel MZ. Said can you do the American Eagle screech? Bathite Ray ZFP. Said affirmative mules oxen camels status Old Testament.
I'd like to have a camel.
Salim Ibrahim SQ. Said headshot flawless victory. Cesar Vasquez. Said bro is Nova Killer a real killer. Blood Visions. Said America fuck yeah. Bullet Neck. Said a tractor is for land. Nova Killer. Said no sir I am not. Cesar Vasquez. Said what? Nova Killer. Said I live in TX.
Good for you. Does that make you special? Are you like one of those people from New York? I tell everybody every 5 minutes, I'm from New York. Don't worry.
Sven Knapp. Said cool.
Everybody
Cesar
knows.
Vasquez. Said bro I live in Ohio.
That's good.
Nova Killer. Said Ohio crazy.
I ain't got much to say about Ohio. I don't hate it, don't like it. Actually, I do like it for the most part.
Bathite Ray ZFP. Said I have experienced camels they are impressive can bite the riders fit far very TSLL.
I like them,
Drake
man.
Fins. Said hey. Bullet Neck. Said haha that automatic voice bitch misty the word when I said tractor is number 1 for land haha ga ha hee hee haha. Jaded Stiff. Said where we going? Blood Visions.
Home.
Said Ohio is where Epstein lives in Wexler's compound. Bathite Ray ZFP. Said tall sorry.
Ohio,
Cesar
a lot of
Vasquez.
things.
Said my mom lives in Jamaica.
Okay. Good for her. You want a cookie? Is her name Miss Cleo? Call me now.
Shalaria. Said where we headed. Drake Fins. Said be safe getting home. Apperson. Said why does it cost so much to put air in your tires? Dark Knight ND. Said hi. Notanaptagent. Said I like cheese.
Good.
Blood Visions. Said this guy drives like a damn migrant. Small boy. Said hee hee. Bathite Ray ZFP. Said they sway are called ships of the desert or queen. Cesar Vasquez. Said cheese.
How does a migrant drive?
Apperson. Said inflation.
You just want to come in here and say some stupid shit and then leave. Because you're going to get booted.
Small boy. Said I said hi not hee hee hee. Cesar Vasquez. Said bro who is a minor. John E.D. Said I still can't believe the Browns beat the Steelers that was embarrassing. Sven Knapp. Said alright I'll admit defeat even I am not safe from being held for review law.
Really? What'd you do? I'm hoping this year we'll take the Browns to the Super Bowl. I've been doing that forever, but
Cesar Vasquez. Said bro, I took a look at my face and thought I was a minor. Brihona. Said haha, what happens then? Kathos Prime. Said all hail the truck driver, without them we would have nothing. Nova Killer. Said Dolphins versus Bills. Drake Fins. Said traffic looks nice. Alex Russell.
Usually is this
Said
time
out of
of
dad
day.
joke.
3 o'clock in the morning. It's not usually busy. That's why I decided to go this way. I didn't feel like dealing with the back roads and stopping and going and all that. I just want to go.
Scottish Mike. Said have you got a good truck, Robo?
I change trucks all the time.
Cesar Vasquez. Said who likes Epstein?
You apparently.
Bathike Array ZFP. Said Robo is alleged migrant crackdown gonna raise driver pay.
No. No, because it's really not happening.
John E.D. Said I take the Browns to the Super Bowl every day. Cesar Vasquez. Said oh hell nah. Sven Map. Said we were talking about how some people make their location their personality, so I said I live in Germany, but you don't hear me saying Deutschland, Deutschland Berlin law.
Why would that get help? Well, I know why it would get help. But if your earth says that we are the master race, so we howl right in the Fuhrer's face.
Bathike Array ZFP. Said Hensel Edge. Scottish Mike. Said law. Drake Fins. Said law. Cesar Vasquez. Said my mom was looking at a juice box for minutes.
Okay.
Cesar Vasquez. Said text green game over, text green game over, text green game over, text green game over, text green game over. Bathike Array ZFP. Said that was so random.
Ain't random.
Kathos Prime. Said what kind of truck you got, Kenworth Freightliner?
Ford. This is a Ford.
Ninja Edits LW. Said hi.
Hello.
Bullet neck. Said the automatic voice lady can't say numbers times 7 times, hell you get it. Kathos Prime. Said thanks, I work on heavy duty trailers, keep safe out there.
Thank you.
Ninja Edits LW. Said how are you? Bathike Array ZFP. Said Robo is manual shift gone. Sven Map.
Oh yeah, that's been
Said
gone.
let us not spam emojis in chat please.
Most people don't know how to do it anymore.
Said Christ is king. John E.D. Said most of you in the chat are looking at juice boxes sipping on them. SoCal rocks. Said what hours do you decide to drive?
I drive from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Cesar Vasquez. Said bro what?
Chicken butt.
SoCal rocks. Said hours. Drake Fins. Said I am drinking a Pepsi no juice box here. James Boyden. Said I am driving a Scania K double-decker. SoCal rocks. Said poop 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 poop. Bathike Array ZFP. Said Robo can you get per diem or similar? Grihona said that I want a juice box. Bullet Neck said a 2-hour tour, a 2-hour tour.
Oh, by the way, it can say numbers. I've just filtered them out.
Scottish Mike said I will have one breed.
Because I got tired of
SoCal
2
Rocks
particular numbers.
said I don't like juice. Kathos Brine said I prefer Sunny D or that purple drink.
Yeah.
SoCal Rocks said I like soda.
Don't come in here
Cesar
with your...
Vasquez said my dad has been in the bathroom for hours.
Don't come in here with your bigotry.
Nova Killer said no juice, only cough. Grihona said there is no juice in a juice box, so you will love one. Bullet Neck said I type the numbers, haha, 6-7 I guess. Angel Alvarez WF said you're driving up on me, can you give me a ride to California?
No. Call Greyhound. They got busted. You'll be there in about 3 weeks.
SoCal Rocks said 6-7. Nova Killer said ha 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 ha. SoCal Rocks said how many lot lizards you pick up. Cathos Prime said that was flippin' awesome.
Oh no.
Drakefins said I want this in mine Spotify playlist. Brihona said thank you much Sven.
It's on Spotify. Guess what the title is?
Universal Uno said hey yo what us up doc.
None.
Beastipey said what was the song?
Oh no.
Universal Uno said how is it going doc? Sven Map said yo yo ma.
Yo Yo Ma.
Cathos Prime said take a guess. Smitten FQ said where ya going? Universal Uno said yo yo doc. Drakefins said the two band numbers.
Pretty simple to figure out what it's called. And yeah, it's on Spotify. It's on all that stuff. You should listen to all my music. It's all good.
Brihona said nice guess. Cathos Prime said the guitar riff was sick. Sven Map said and if you guess the correct numbers you win a one-way ticket off the truck. Lastland DK said we cruising.
Right? Could be.
Beastipey said oh I am dumb it s your song I thought I was hallucinating the 6-7 part.
Yeah, I made a song to make fun of all the idiots saying 6-7.
Cathos Prime said off to work again all hail the truck drivers without you guys the world wouldn't turn much respect to you.
It is full here, man. Thinks he wants to do 100 miles an hour through here.
Sven Map said the Uncle Rob memes are getting quite old too folks. Realty realization. Said WYA.
Waya? What does that mean? Waya. Where you at? Williamsburg.
Drake Fins. Said what is your Spotify name? I needed that song.
Same as my YouTube name. It should be on Spotify. I know it's on Spotify. I know that.
William Ortiz. Said where you headed, mate?
Home.
Realty realization. Said Virginia.
Yeah. Well, I'm 30 miles away right now.
Axel MZ. Said he. Axel MZ. Said do you like G's?
Like what?
Axel MZ. Said G's.
Whatever the hell that is. I have no idea what you're saying. Speak English?
William Ortiz. Said you celebrating New Year's. Sven Knapp. Said no, these are terrorists, man. They successfully taken down more planes than any human.
That's true. That's very true. No, I like geese. I'm gonna get a picture of a goose on the side of my truck. It says talk to me.
Axel MZ. Said the plural way of saying goose.
Sound like you're saying geez. I don't know. I can't read it, so I would have a problem with geese. Or are you spelling it wrong?
Salamander. Said I know a trucker who can tie a trucker's hitch. I think he should be embarrassed. Can you tie a trucker's hitch?
Not sure what you're talking about. What's a trucker's hitch? Probably. I probably just know it under a different name. I'm sure you're talking about some sort of a knot.
Sven Knapp. Said now I prefer my goose with a nice jus and a side mashed potatoes and green beans.
Yeah, only dirty Europeans eat
Salamander. Said yes, a trucker's hitch is a type of knot.
mean, I figured that. Like I said, I probably know it under a different name, or maybe I know how to do it and don't know what it's called. I don't know. I know a lot of ways to tie things. I used to make things out of paracord.
Dari VG said, how are y'all all doing today? Alamander said, what state are you driving in right now?
The one that's listed on the description.
Sven Knapp said, hey Dari.
I'm not in a state.
Drake Fins said, I found your Spotify and now following.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I've never found it. I don't get on Spotify.
Alamander said, are you in Canada?
No. I'm in America. I mean, technically Canada's in America too, but not really. They're French.
Alamander said, America but not in a state.
That's right, I'm not in the state. Figure it out. I'm not in Washington, D.C. either.
Dari VG said, Sven, we got hot biscuits and hot chocolate gravy.
I've never had chocolate gravy. It does not sound good to me, but everybody says it's good. I don't know. Sounds weird.
Alamander said, Puerto Rico. Drake Fins
No.
said, and that song is now in my playlist.
Cool. It is a pretty good song, I have to say, even if it is making fun of the 6-7 thing. I'll give you a hint. There's 46 states in America, in the United States. There's 4 of something else.
Drake Fins said, I love the art design you made for it. Alamander said, Virginia. Dari VG said, Commonwealth.
Exactly. Yeah, there's 46 states, 4 commonwealths. And that would be Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Virginia.
DeMarcus Pineda said, vroom vroom.
Yeah, my truck don't go vroom vroom. Sounds more like
Alamander
Spacely
said,
Star.
saw the Williamsburg sign overhead.
Oh yeah, there's a Williamsburg in New York.
Sven Knapp said, I love the difference between the states and Canada, though America like the bald eagle is our bird and a treasure, Canada meanwhile is like the goose is our bird and here ways to prepare it.
Yeah, we don't eat our national treasures.
Dari VG said, can folks who live in Washington, D.C. vote?
Yeah, they can vote local.
DeMarcus Pineda said, I don't even have a car. Drake
Well-
Fins said, did you do all these songs yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, they're all mine. Well, Washington, D.C. gets to vote, but they don't get an electoral vote. So I believe their national vote counts as, like towards the popular vote or whatever, but they don't get an electoral vote. And there's a reason for that. They don't want any state. Washington, D.C. was set aside from Virginia and Maryland when they built it, and they wanted to set, make sure it didn't come under the jurisdiction of any state to try to influence the federal elections and stuff. So Washington D.C. does not have senators or congressmen. They don't get a federal vote, and they never should.
Abigail Copen said, "Hi, my name is Aaron Rodgers with Vikings cancer." Shirley Scott HL said, "I am not cute anymore."
Besides, 90% of the people who are registered to vote in Washington, D.C. aren't allowed to vote anyway. Because they're all felons.
Shirley Scott HL said, "Ow." Drake Fins said, "You're good, keep up putting songs." DeMarcus Pineda said, "Enjoy the ride, I am going to change my profile." Shirley Scott HL said, "I am not cute anymore." Franz Ferriu said, "Jesus Christ is the Lord."
We all hit a wall sometime. Just gotta accept it. We all grow
Alamander said, "Voting is the suggestion box of slaves." Alan Coe said, "Atlanta hospitals in Virginia right now is being sued by malpractice of doing surgeries that was not called for." Abigail Copen said, "Tonight is the ball drop." Camp Jelly Your Jam said, "Hello." Shirley Scott HL said, "I didn't get anything."
Don't flash me, dickhead. You're the one that...
Time Fish said, "Yeshua HaMashiach loves you." Shirley Scott HL said, "Like I didn't even get all like anything, nothing at all."
What, for Christmas?
Shirley Scott HL said, "At Christmas."
I ain't getting nothing either. Don't feel bad.
Drake Fins said, "Have you ever do your songs live on YouTube?"
I mean, I play the recordings. I make the songs with AI, man. I write all that stuff, but I mean, I make it with AI. And I don't play the instruments.
Kashawn Johnson HW
Ain't nobody got time for
said,
that.
"Hit that big ass truck." DeMarcus Pineda said, "I am back." Alan Coe said, "Where are you headed to?"
Newport News.
Sven Knapp said, "I got a pair of gloves and 3 cans of Monster for Christmas." Abigail Copen said, "Packers, Packers." Shirley Scott HL said, "Why would you hit a big truck?"
Is this the same one from before with the Packers nonsense?
Kashawn Johnson HW said, "You re lucky, all I got was some baby oil and napkins."
Shouldn't have been going to the Diddy party.
Sosa39 said, "Big trucks and big butts." Sven Knapp said, "Yeah, it looks like it."
Why do these people got to come back? Why can't we get Matt or Yammy to come back? We got to get certain other people.
Kashawn Johnson HW said, "Hey Siri, call Drake Fins." Said, "I got an air horn on Christmas for New Year's." Sven Knapp said, "I can boot him if you want." Shirley Scott HL said, "Sosa, what the hell?" The Dankstendy said, "I miss Yam Bag."
Yep, me too.
Abigail Copen said, "Happy New Year, everyone."
New Year, same rule, drive sober. That ain't no fun.
Dari BG said, "We have no snow and still there is bumper to bumper tourists traffic. We stay home until Jan." Sven Knapp said, "We all do dank."
Yeah, that's because you got the wrong kind of tourists too. You get the ones that come down with driving Subarus. That type.
DeMarcus Pineda said, "New Year, new chapter." Franz Ferriu said, "The light shines in the darkness and the darkness has not overcome it, John." Shirley Scott HL said, "Haha."
You get the ones that want to stop on the side of the road and pick flowers.
Sven nap. Said Franz no talk of religion please. Volcom CPTV. Said cucumber saliva.
What the hell is that?
Abigail Copen. Said Packers clinch the playoffs. Kira and me. Said say hi to Brenna and Kira and Kinsley.
Cucumber saliva. Sounds like you've been practicing. You want to go down to the glory hole
Shirley
later on?
Scott HL. Said I actually changed my profile so I changed my profile back.
Okay.
Volcom CPTV. Said banana sweat. Shirley Scott HL. Said so everybody notice me. DeMarcus Pineda. Said what type of truck is that?
Type you drive. Got steering wheel.
Dari BG. Said a minute supply delivery took me 2 hours one-way stop to look at black bears in blind curve.
Okay.
Ya ya mijo ya the Riz bird. Said Florit.
No.
Abigail Copen. Said New Year New Packers.
The Packers suck. They've sucked ever since Brett Favre fucking left, and they never will be good again, so.
Shirley Scott HL. Said I am actually staying up. Dari BG. Said what are your New Year resolutions? Sven Knapp. Said oh you must be a quote-unquote owner Abigail. Ya ya mijo ya the Riz bird. Said Florid for $0.
I think it's like 1920 by 1080. I think that's my New Year's resolution.
Volcom CPTV. Said New Year's FPS. Drake Fins. Said I hope next year be better this year was bad I lost family members and a friend. Abigail Copen. Said Packers versus Vikings. Franz Fariu. Said Romans for I am convinced that neither death nor life neither angels nor demons neither the present nor the future nor any powers. Sven Knapp. Said I am gonna try to downgrade to 480p. Franz Fariu.
Good luck with
Said neither
that.
height nor depth nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord.
In Virginia is down 11%.
Shirley Scott HL. Said SVENNAP please do not delete me.
Yeah, we're gonna get a new governor though, so it'll be back up about 25% soon. I like it.
Volcom
Those are rookie
CPTV.
numbers. Gotta get the
Said
numbers
banana
up.
tears. Ya ya mijo ya the Riz bird. Said I pull up in a new Bugatti. Sven Knapp. Said Don T mess around and I won T Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
Drake Fins. Said my state is losing their last football team. Abigail Copen. Said chat say Packers. Shirley Scott HL. Said tie. Sven Knapp. Said I am a locksmith and I am a locksmith. Christopher Bike. Said hey where are you just curious.
Virginia. Dunkin' drive-thru. It used to be a Waffle House.
Shirley Scott HL. Said who is calling you Shirley? Abigail Copen. Said Packers 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 Packers.
Alright. Sender Packers.
Shirley Scott HL. Said stop saying Packers. Dari BG. Said I also have had a lot of grief from the Helena disaster flood. We still have families living in tents and campers for second winter time. We still do not feel like having fun. Real quiet holiday. Sven Nap. Said stop spamming in chat please. Christopher Bike. Said seem familiar. I just moved to Texas from Georgetown, Kentucky.
That's probably an upgrade. There ain't a whole lot going on in Georgetown. Of course, it depends on what part of Texas you're in. You could be in Fritz, Texas. Where they're still looking for the tater
Christopher
salad.
Bike. Said definitely. Volcom CPTV. Said salmon balls. Press A to skip. Said alert alert there is a queef on the road.
Don't tell me your mom got out again. Shake Shack. There used to be a freaking Starbucks there.
Christopher Bike. Said East Texas but I am moving closer to Fort Worth soon.
No, don't go too close to Fort Worth. I mean, Fort Worth ain't bad, but that whole Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex sucks, man.
Shirley Scott HL. Said Sven can I help you for the people stop saying Packers in the chat.
My dad lived in Fort Worth. I mean, I like it out there, but there's just too much out there now.
Christopher Bike. Said Burleson is my aim.
Burleson ain't bad.
Sven Nap. Said Shirley Don T call us about that we LL call you.
Camping World. I need to be going down there soon and getting me a new RV. Somebody go buy me an RV. I'll say thank you if you do.
Shirley Scott HL. Said okay. Dari BG. Said when Shark is driving his battery Lego trucks he doesn't use the brakes and has a lead foot. Shirley Scott HL. Said sorry. Drake Fins. Said I got up to get my drink and my dog took my pillow in just 5 seconds. Mr. McCliptard. Said need an RV. Christopher Bike.
Yeah.
Said I run a landscaping company with my brother. We primarily work out of Fort Worth.
Well, that's cool.
Nathan Manson IB. Said be careful driving, anything can happen nowadays.
I mean, it's always been that way. People have been stupid forever. That's nothing new.
Shirley Scott HL. Said ah. Christopher Bike. Said no shit. David and Lexus Journey. Said hello hello. Bigfoot's dead. Said drive safe brother.
Try. You know what? I'll drive through Shitty Center and see if there's any decent
Richard
Christmas
Furlock.
lights.
Said I've missed you, where have you been? Sven Nap.
Been
Said
working.
that depends, Mr. McLiptard, does it have a 440 in it, cause ILL just yanked the motor out of it then. Dari BG. Said please do not go to Camper World, we got a lot of old broke free campers around here from Camper World. Shirley Scott HL. Said I thought somebody was running up to the car when I put my eyes to blur. Nathan Manson IB. Said you should go to a gas station.
For what? I don't need gas. This vehicle runs on hopes and dreams and bullshit.
Nathan Manson IB. Said IDK. David and Lexus Journey. Said I love semis, where are you at?
I'm in Newport News. I'm not in a semi. I'm in a pickup truck right now. I just want to drive through city center and see if they got any Christmas lights up, just for the hell of it.
David and Lexus Journey. Said HEC, yeah, I am in Indiana. Drake Fins. Said there are a lot bad drivers in my area. Just last week there was 4 car accidents in the same spot. One was motorcycle, but no deaths likely.
Well, that's good. Yeah, they do got Christmas lights up. That's cool, man.
Shirley Scott HL. Said dang. Dari BG. Said instead of a camper could you buy a Amish built tiny home. Thomas Toy. Said greatest job in the world, brother.
The tree looks kind of nice. This is one of those special live and work communities where they say you can live here and work here, but I promise you, if you work here, you can't afford to live here.
Shirley Scott HL. Said I am about to go, have a good night and drive safe.
Well,
Shirley
all right.
Scott HL. Said Jesus loves you.
Thank you.
Sven Nap. Said and if you can afford to live there, you definitely don't wanna work there.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody need a pillow?
Sven Nap. Said hey Amanda, welcome in. Drake Fins. 7 is because the city add a new divider for turning to stop the accidents but is making it worse. Cherry Blossom ZD. Said hi kitty.
Huh. Don't make fun of me.
Sven Nap. Said hey Cherry. Dari BG. Said here in western North Carolina we work real hard until deer hunt season and we get around to going to work on mountain time. Cherry Blossom ZD. Said hi 7.
7.
Mandy sweet as candy. Thanks for following.
Tire City.
Sven Map. Said is my name that difficult that S the 5th time today.
It happens to me too. It just autocorrect wants to correct it to 7 and not instead of spin.
Dari BG. Said hi Cherry, how are ya all doing? Sven Nap. Said oh yeah that makes sense. Cherry Blossom ZD. Said good morning Dari.
Andersons.
Drake Fins. Said hi Sven. JT Rye. Said how do you get to know if this lane becomes right only?
Well, I live here.
Sven Map. Said I mean it's not as bad as Steve and I have gotten that a lot too.
Yeah, I'm sure. But no, I live here. I know where this lane ends. Way down past where I'm going, so it don't matter. But in other places where you don't know, you just got to watch the signs. That's what they're there for. Debo Motors. How'd you go?
KC Bimmer GRL. Said play some music.
No.
Drake Fins. Said it tells you on the road and like he said the signs. KC Bimmer GRL. Said please.
Can't do it. I'll be cutting this off here in a minute anyway. Paradise Suites. That's the exact
KC
opposite
Bimmer GRL. Said why.
of paradise. And it sure as hell ain't sweet.
Drake Fins. Said was that a old Burger King?
It might have been, yeah. Yeah, there is an old Burger King back there, yeah. There's Captain D's Nuts.
Bathika Ray ZFP. Said Robo how about Steve Winwood? Dari BG. Said I did not decorate inside for the holiday, they did not even notice on their way straight into the kitchen they got the hot sticky buns out of the oven and ate them up for pumpkin pie chocolate cake. Bathika Ray ZFP. Said Winwood. Math. Said what city is this?
Newport News. I like Steve Winwood.
Math. Said cool.
Somebody leaving damn garbage out the street. What the hell?
I love Australia KH. Said bro, you know about the NLV Pentastar, I am not a bot bruh. Bathika Ray ZFP. Said how far Waffle House?
I passed one a little while ago. There's a restaurant up here. It's been open since the 50s. Called Whataburger. What a burger. And they are the reason why there is no...
Said hope you all have a good night or day and happy new year. Was nice seeing you guys on this ride.
Well, good night. But they're the reason that there's no Whataburger like, you know, they have out in Texas. In Virginia. Can't really see it, but it's right here on the right by Walmart.
Drake Fins. Said I love going to family restaurants then Waffle House. Ruffles RO. Said I am pooping. Bathika Ray ZFP. Said me gusta Waffle House yo quiero.
We don't speak Mexican here. What the hell's going on here? Somebody's been into the stuff.
JT Rye. Said Mexican food or Thai food.
No, I definitely like Mexican food.
Bathika Ray ZFP. Said it as the Cubans. Ruffles RO. Said I am sorry I saw your live stream.
Why are you sorry about that?
Black TGC. Said Waffle House is the truth.
Waffle House is
Emily
awesome.
NC. Said hi.
Hello. But I'm gonna cut this
Parker
off
Dean
here in a
Rice.
second.
Said run the light. Bathika Ray ZFP. Said bang DEVG ao big email.
Bang ding out.
Emily NC.
Way too low.
Said where are you going?
Home.
Ruffles RO. Said on here watching and pooping at the same time.
Which is why I'm
Dari
about to shut
VG.
this off.
Said now you have started the craving for cheese grits talk and Waffle House.
I have
Said
fun
now.
with it.
Said cause he wants to be like Running Man but he is a one of a kind. Bathika Ray ZFP. Said night all in Moto peace. Dari BG. Said happy New Year's Robo.
Well, you too. Figured I couldn't get y'all to shut up long enough so I could end the stream, so I just cut the camera. But anyway, I will.
Said gay.
Don't
Drake
talk about
Fin.
yourself like
Said
that.
have a good night thanks for the ride.
We know.
Cherry Blossom ZD. Said happy New Year's. Sven Nap. Said alrighty everyone happy New Year and a good day everyone. Bathika Ray ZFP. Said Jaja 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 Jaja. Scottish Mike. Said happy New Year everyone. Ruffles RO. Said okay good night.
We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. I'll be back on later on today.